Hi everyone, this is Boston Jen, and I am trying out this Periscope thing, and we will see how it goes. I am so not a video person. But I've spent the last 2 days getting the studio cleaned, and I figured that I would finally give you a tour. A lot of you people have been asking to see what it looks like down here, and frankly it's been a disaster, and nobody really wants to see that, so here we go. I'm gonna figure out how to turn this camera around, and then I will give you a little tour. So let's see. Okay, here's my room. I'm gonna back up a little bit and hopefully I don't get you guys motion sick. So I'm walking in the door here and I've got my little cabinet here with my water on it, and my Swift goes here, and you'll see when we get around to it my ball winder is on the other side. And then I have my very large table, which is like a bar height table, and I love it. It's got all sorts of storage space underneath, but it's terribly uncomfortable. There's chairs that go with it that I've moved out because I was cleaning, and basically the chairs are really uncomfortable for my shoulder and my back. So I'm looking to sell the table and just get something smaller in here. Right now I have my sewing machine set up on the table with my little scrap basket there. And let's see, up top here we've got a little collage wall going on with some photos and some art, and a blank black canvas that I have never gotten to. I have my little sewing stuff set up on the other side of the table here, and let's see if I can crouch down and show you. Right now I have my fabric scraps on the top shelf there and some yarn projects, so a shawl, a sock, and a mitten that are in progress that I haven't finished yet, that have been inactive for so long that they don't even get a project back. So that is the table area. I do have my TV and DVD player, so those are always fun. And then we come around to the desk area. This is where I have kind of my sewing stuff set up. I have my little mannequin that I purchased when Coldwater Creek went out of business, and the beautiful poster that two of my friends got me for my 30th birthday, I guess it was. Let's see. Some needles, some paintbrushes, stuff like that. And then I recently kind of reorganized everything. I've literally taken everything out of every cabinet and every drawer over the past couple days. So there's nothing terribly exciting in the drawers themselves. That one has my tape gun. I've got scrapbooking paper underneath, and then scrapbooking supplies on top. And I went through and I just took some washi tape and wrote on there what's in there so that I would remember. And then I realized that I was going to do the same kind of thing for the cabinets, because frankly I don't always go in them all that often, and then I don't have to remember what's inside. I just write it on the front. So nothing exciting here. Here's the tile project that I was telling you my nieces and nephews made for me. So that's pretty fun. I gotta put it all together. Some of the kids' pictures and artwork that they've drawn for me, my sock blockers, some more scrapbooking supplies, and the sewing project that I've been working on. My best friend Chris made me that cool mason jar holder, and I need to get Dan to put that up. She also made me this beautiful painting. Up top there's nothing terribly exciting. That top section there is all buttons, and the side one here is all ribbon and jars. So just supply kind of stuff. And then the part you're probably all waiting for is the yarn. Where's the yarn? So all of my yarn lives in this green cabinet here, which I got off of Craigslist, which is a great find. And let's see, I guess we'll start at the bottom, which isn't the yarny stuff. But the bottom right has all kids' toys. The bottom left actually does have some yarn. Let's see, it's got all of my stash of Lions brand cotton and some dishcloth cotton there, and a couple of finished dishcloths. The next shelf up is pretty much all the kids stuff. This was part of what I had rearranged. The kids' paints were always there on the left, but then I made two other bins full of their stuff, the models and the other things that they play with, so that it's all down at their level and they don't have to ask me to come get it. Inside I put some sort of groups of yarn, so all the white that I bought for my scrap yarn blanket, the oodles and noodles of it all live down there. And then I've got some Infinite Twist mini cakes and stuff like that. all over here. I put all of the needles that I commonly use in this top drawer. Mostly they're a mess. I need to take care of that, but it is what it is for now. And then in the bottom drawer, I put all the needles that I don't use, that I didn't want to get rid of because I might use for the kids, but anyways, that's that. I have a pom-pom maker that I bought that I haven't used. I should get on that. It's almost hat season, right? And then I've got some knitting patterns and old books on the top and some, office supply stuff on the bottom. And then I've got my ball winder, which I love. My mom got me this for Christmas, and it's beautiful. Blocking mats, all sorts of notions and things like this. Good stuff. And then the yarn. And in watching some of your other stashes online, I'm really not feeling too bad about my stash. So I've got it grouped by weight. So the top part there is fingering weight yarn, and that extends into the second door. So all of that kind of stuff is fingering. I've got DK weight down here, and that also extends over a little bit into here, and then it kind of mixes into worsted right around here. And then the worsted weight section goes all the way over to the edge. On the top we've got Aran weight and sport weight, which I don't really have all that much of. So that's the whole yarn stash. Maybe someday we'll go through that a little bit more extensively. I do also have scraps, which I can show you in a second. There's my armchair and my beautiful pillow that my best friend Chrissy made for me. And some yarn, some more artsy kind of stuff, and then my big cabinet from IKEA. And so some of these have yarn scraps. And this one is very full, which makes it hard for me to show you. I think this one is less so. So what I try to do is put each yarn separately in a bag, because otherwise they get terribly tangled, and that is no fun for anybody. So there we go. Scraps, scraps, scraps. I also ended up putting scraps from an acrylic crochet blanket I made all in this bin, because there's a lot. And I kept those together. I've got scrapbook albums here, acrylic, and some stuff that was gifted to me. That's wool, but not stuff I'm thrilled with. I don't put the acrylics or stuff like that I didn't necessarily purchase in my stash on Ravelry. I've got some Harry Potter stuff up here, my books, and my bookends. On top is my grandfather's toolbox, and then a bunch of old antique-y stuff, cans and toasters and signs. And then I have my chalkboard wall over here, which the kids use more than I do. This is Ayla's most recent creation. That's me on the right, Dan, Will, and Ayla. And then this is Will's latest Darth Vader Luke Skywalker. And I also have this awesome stepladder kind of chair thing that I got at an antique store. And then I've got my old, what do you call that? Milk case, milk crate kind of thing, where they would put, the milkman would put your milk in with the chalk on top of it for the kids. So that is about it. I hope you have enjoyed this tour, and I hope that this even recorded anything at all, because quite frankly, I'm not sure. But if you would like to see more of anything, let me know. And if you'd like to see something different on Periscope, let me know that too. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.